Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your man's Ken Jackson, and this is the Ken Jackson Experience. Yup, I know it's been a while. I haven't done any videos, haven't done many posts. Been kind of laying low. Out here on my trucking grind right now. Cruising up and down the East Coast and a little bit of the Midwest, but not too much. Today, I'm actually broke down in Macon, Georgia, and got here last night, actually. Found out I had a coolant leak. Actually discovered the leak yesterday, earlier in the day. Thought I could just get by with, filling the tank back up, but the leak got worse and started losing coolant a little bit faster than I liked. Don't like losing any coolant at all, but as it got worse than what it was when I originally found it, so had to stop here in Macon, spend the night. Went into the shop this morning. Bad news. They can't get the parts because it's Memorial Day. So what can you say? So I got to spend another night here. So I'll be here tonight, and then hopefully tomorrow morning they'll have my part, get this truck fixed, get back on the road. I can get my ass back down to Florida. I planned on spending Memorial Day in Florida with my family, with my kids, but that didn't work out, so here I am. So anyway, how's everybody doing? Hopefully everybody's still healthy and staying safe in this new pandemic world that we're living in. Hope you're masking up every time you go out in public, and not for yourself but for other people, because you don't know if you're a carrier or not, and so you don't want to be transmitting the virus to others if you can help it. It's not foolproof, it's not 100%, but better safe than sorry, right? I actually had a guy ask me just yesterday, why the hell was I wearing a mask? Because he says, he looked at me, he says, you know this COVID-19 is a liberal hoax, right? They just created this whole hysteria to try to uproot our president from office. They've been trying to overthrow the government ever since he got elected, and this COVID-19 nonsense is just their desperate attempt to once again make our president look bad. I wanted to cuss his dumb ass out, right? Like, really? Really? That's what you really believe? Listen, people. Listen. Coronavirus is no hoax. It's no conspiracy theory created by the deep state to try to get rid of President Trump. As a matter of fact, President Trump is doing a very good enough job by himself at sabotaging his re-election. So he needs no help from the Democrats or from the liberals or from independents or anybody else, to tell you honestly. Only thing that liberals and Democrats need to do is go vote in November, and just get out and vote. Don't let nothing stop you from getting out there and voting, because that's the only way to get him out of office. But he's doing a very good job all by himself. He has been for the last 3 years, going on 4 now. He's been doing a great job of making himself look like a complete idiot. So but anyhow, there's a lot of people out here that actually believe that bullshit, that actually believe that coronavirus is a Democratic plot to overthrow the government. It's just beyond me what goes through some people's minds. And don't get me wrong, there are a lot of things that go on with our government, a lot of things that go on in this country that leaves a lot to question. The United States is definitely no angel when it comes to its reputation in the world. There's been a lot of dirt done in the name of freedom, you know. Racism is running rampant right now, mainly because your president made it okay. That's right, Donald Trump made it okay. He made it fashionable to be a racist. And these motherfuckers are coming out of the woodwork. And we just got to do what we got to do to fight back. We have to stop this nonsense. So get out and vote, November. That's our next opportunity to make a change in this country. I was really bugging out over the uproar about Joe Biden's comments the other day. In an interview with Charlemagne the God, Joe Biden said that if you're confused about choosing him or Trump in the next election, then you're not black. Niggas mad all over. Niggas just like exploded on the internet. Oh my God, look at them, you know, pandering to black folks, taking the black vote for granted, blase, blase. Listen, you same niggas that are mad about what he said were saying the same exact thing to your homies and to your relatives and friends and whoever. In fact, y'all been saying that shit ever since Donald Trump got elected. You've been calling out every other nigga that voted for him that's out there publicly support. You've said the same damn thing. So why you mad that Joe said it? Why? Because he's white? That ain't no reason to be mad at Joe for saying what a lot of you motherfuckers have said many times before and are continuing to say and think. Because the minute somebody black gets on TV supporting Donald Trump, you motherfuckers go after them like headhunters, calling them coons and house niggas and all types of shit. Even myself, because I feel like they're definitely stuck in a slave mentality for supporting somebody like Trump. And also for you country-ass rednecks and you country-ass cowboys out in the Midwest who support Donald Trump, talking about he has your best interest at heart and he understands you. Trump don't understand you. Trump has never lived your lifestyle, ever. Not a single day. He doesn't care about you. All he cares about is your vote. All he cares about is your dumbass keeping him in power. He doesn't wake up in the morning wondering how his bills are going to be paid. He doesn't wake up in the morning wondering if he's going to be able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. He doesn't wake up in the morning, worrying about any of the things that us real people out here in the real world worry about. But y'all support him like he's your savior. Why? Help me understand, please. all my Trump supporter friends out there, I take that back, because you're not my friend. You can't be my friend if you're supporting somebody like Donald Trump. How can you call yourself my friend? Because he is definitely not my friend. He would never be my friend. So if you consider me a friend, then fuck Donald Trump. And if you're offended by that, then hey, fuck you too. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, we're all free to support who we want, and we're free to say pretty much what we want. So I'm saying what I want to say. I'm expressing my feelings. I'm expressing my constitutional right to say fuck you and fuck Donald Trump. So if you never speak to me again, it won't be too soon. You got that? Let it be clear right here, right now. Many of you, for the very first time, you're hearing my personal thoughts and feelings. Because a lot of you have commented on some of my past posts, some quite aggressively actually, not realizing that most of the stuff that I post on social media are not my thoughts and not my feelings. Haven't been. They were things that were sent to me in emails and direct messages, because I've always said that I'm using my platform to say the things or present the things that most people are thinking, but they're afraid to say themselves. I ain't afraid to say it. So hey, send it to me. I'll put it out there. But today, I'm speaking from me, no one else. No one else. These are my thoughts and my feelings about our dear president, our current resident of the White House. And I put emphasis on the White House. There's been a lot of things going on lately that we shouldn't be surprised about, because it's nothing new. Police are still killing us. The justice system is still stepping on our necks. Niggas are still acting like a bunch of savages and blaming the white man for it. We can't blame white folks anymore for our situation. We got to take responsibility, and we got to start doing the things to change our situation, because nobody's going to come save us. Nobody. So I'm talking to you activists out there. Fuck that. I'm not with the marching. I'm not with the holding hands and the kumbaya and all the bullshit. It's time really to start kicking motherfuckers' asses. It's time to start fighting back. All that hand holding and singing and kumbaya bullshit was good back in the 60s, but that shit ain't working no more. It ain't working. They're not getting the message. And I'm not condemning all white people either, because I have some friends, okay, that are very white, extremely white, that have never done anything wrong to me personally. I don't know what they've done to other people, but they've never done me wrong. But I also have a lot of black friends who I cherish dearly that have also never done me wrong. But let me make one thing clear. I hate niggers. And don't get it twisted. That's not to say I hate my race and I hate black folks. I hate niggas. There's a difference. And if you don't understand the difference, then you're probably one of them. We are the only race, I'm not even going to say race, we're the only group of people on the planet that doesn't stick together and take care of their own. We spend more time fighting against each other, holding each other back, doing everything we can to stop us from progressing than anyone else in the world. Think about that. Think about in your own neighborhood. Think about the knuckleheads out there on the block claiming they love their hood. If they love their hood so much, why are they out there gangbanging? Why are they out there selling drugs? Selling drugs to you and yours and mine. Because we all grew up in the same communities. Why are they in our neighborhoods terrorizing our people? And you don't do anything about it. You don't say anything. But as soon as somebody else comes in and starts knocking heads, y'all motherfuckers want to protest. Y'all want to scream and shout, cry and complain. And you continue to co-sign the bullshit that goes on in the hood. I ain't co-signing none of that shit. I don't back any of that bullshit. I don't hear any of that niggas talking about we just doing what we gotta do to survive. Fuck that. I grew up black in the same fucking world that all of y'all did. I made different choices. A lot of them choices weren't easy. There were some hard choices. Like not to hang out with niggas on the block at night after hours when my mama told me I better have my ass in at a certain time. I made choices like focusing on my education, learning how to speak, learning how to carry myself in certain situations so that I could navigate through this world that we live in. Not sell out, but learn how to play the game. Because nobody loves black folks more than me, believe that. But I do hate niggas. And I want you to let that sink in for a little bit, because I think if you sit back and think about it for a little while, you'll come to the realization that you might agree with me. Now, do I turn my back on these fools? No. I'd gladly help any one of them up out of this situation. I'd gladly take any one of them by the hand and say, look, bro, there's a different way. You don't have to go down that gangbanging route. You don't have to sell drugs. Just think about it. Think about if half of these motherfuckers put as much effort into something gainful, meaningful, and positive as they do into that street life, that thug life. A lot of these motherfuckers will be some very hugely successful people in society. you don't have to play the hand you were dealt. You can change the game. You really can. But you gotta think. You gotta learn. You have to let yourself be taught. You have to be open to learning new things and trying new things. But it's also up to us to try to teach y'all. It's also up to us that came before you to pass down what we learned. But if you're not receptive to that, it's almost impossible to teach you. If you're not willing to just take a step back and say, hey, let me see what these old heads have to teach me. If you're not willing, we can't. And as I said before, I love sharing knowledge with young people. I think it's our duty that we do that. I'm talking to all you old heads out there that's my age. It's your duty and responsibility to try to teach these young people a different way. And I'm not talking about just your kids and your people that are close to you. I'm talking about going out and grabbing some strangers. There's a lot of kids out there who don't have anybody to lead them by the hand. And they're really just looking for somebody to take them in and show them the way. This is why a lot of these fools gravitate toward that street life, because these niggas in the street embrace them. These niggas out in the streets, you know, take them in. They give them a little bit to eat. They put a little bit of money in their pocket. You know, they make them feel like they belong to something. This is why we lose them to the streets. Black folks got to come together, and we got to embrace these youngsters before it's too late. And we have to make them feel like they are a part of the community. That's what we have to do. It ain't easy, but that's what we got to do. But it still doesn't change anything. Even if we all don't get out there and try to do what's right, for you young people that are listening, that's still no excuse for your ass to get out here and wild out and act like a damn animal. You act like an animal, they're going to treat us like animals. And again, I'm not with any of the marching and the kumbaya bullshit. Come into our neighborhoods acting like y'all running shit. We need to start clapping back at these motherfuckers. I'm talking about these cops. Y'all out here running around with your badge and your gun, and you seem to forget that you're public servants. But again, our president has made it okay. The bottom line is this: the only way anything's going to change for us as a people is when we take action to make it change. Again, nobody's coming to save us. Nobody else gives a fuck about us. And if we don't give a fuck about ourselves, guess what? We're gonna die out. So think about that. I'm your man's Ken Jackson. This has been the Ken Jackson Experience. I hope y'all are staying safe during the coronavirus pandemic. Trust me, it's not a hoax. I'm in a different city and state literally every day. I've seen this shit. I see how different people react. I see how people are affected by it. It's real. Whether manufactured or by nature, doesn't matter. It's real and it's here and it's now. And there's just one more thing we as black folk gotta deal with. But we shall overcome. Alright, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.